I won $48 there.
That's friggin' awesome, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What were you doing?
It's called Win. I was playing a little casino game. New one called Winlock Keep. Pretty awesome. Let me yell real quick though, okay?
Yeah, you should do that.
Okay, here we go. Good morning, and welcome to episode 1227. Is that what we're doing?
I think it's
right?
I think it's 1228, but
1228?
whatever.
More importantly, what's the date?
The date is 6/9.
369. One more time.
6/9. Hey,
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. So, I'm just
Give me
playing
one more time.
playing a little casino here. I'm gonna turn it off though because it's ridiculous.
Get low.
But I'm up, $450 in the last 10 minutes. No big deal.
It's that easy, huh?
Here's what I do. I gotta be honest with you.
What'd you do?
Here's what I do is if I have my other business, right? If I book a contract with my other business, if I make any kind of money in my other business, a certain percentage of that just goes directly into Bovada.
Right.
It's like a treat. It's a reward for me to.
It's a wedding for them, and it's gambling for you.
Exactly. So I take 5%, whatever of the.
You're getting married to the slots.
That's right, and I put it in there, and then that gets me rolling downhill probably. But that's what I did. So that's what I did. I put $150 in. Now I'm up to about 600. So
Are you? Let's say in this calendar year, are you up or down on slots?
this calendar year, I'm probably up this calendar year, but I am way down overall. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty down. Never look at your overall win-loss situation. It's real depressing.
I know,
But you figured out a new thing, right? With these features and these.
Yeah, these new feature games. These new feature games are great. Basically, what I have
need a
figured
water.
out is
I need to keep talking gambling. I can hear you.
if you keep playing them long enough, you will eventually get into a slot groove where you can most likely make your money back. You're not, hopefully
you can tell the machine what to do.
Yeah. You're gonna win your money back if you stay in there long enough. Now, the chances are you may lose all your money if you stay in long enough too. But overall, this year I've done very, very well. No excuse. I shouldn't be playing them because I'm addicted to them and I have a problem. But it is what it is.
Well, what's in the news?
What do you got? In the cup of coffee, what's going on? I know there's some big Zion news. Is that correct?
Yeah, indeed. Zion had a day online today, or the ladies of Zion. Cuba and China news. Pat Robertson died. The smoke in Canada is all over the freaking place, and El Niño's here. Some updates on a fast food chain I thought was dead. And late breaking news right before the show. Trump got indicted again.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
He loves
it.
He loves it.
Yeah. What about you? What are you doing?
I've got, Will's still on paternity leave, and this has been probably the biggest week.
Still.
He's about halfway done with his 2 weeks.
That kid can talk by now.
Yeah, I know, right? He's crawling and everything.
Say Trump got indicted?
Yeah.
Yeah, and but it's probably the biggest UFO alien news of
I've
all
heard
time.
I've heard this week. I've heard this like 3 times this month.
I know. Pat covered some on Monday or Sunday, and now I've got another huge story coming out of Will's home state, Nevada.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's where they live.
They love their UAPs in Nevada.
Yeah, rest in peace, Harry Reid, man.
What do you got, Pat?
Oh, I got the high five, man, and it's fucking
that's right.
stacked, and you're gonna love it, and it's fantastic, and I did a really good job at it.
I love that.
Good.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I want to hear about this Zion Williamson situation. I want to hear about Donald Trump. I really, I got to tell you,
some big stuff today on the news.
we do the news every day. Sometimes the news is good, sometimes it's bad. I'm itching to know what's going on.
Yeah, no, there's some good stuff. So why don't we? You're right. Look, it's always a long show at the end of the week. Let's just fucking do it. How about that?
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
So let's do a live poll. Will West be up or down in slots in the full calendar year of 2023? Let's get that poll up, Eric.
That's a stupid poll. I don't know the answer to it.
That's the most obvious poll ever.
All right. But I was going to start off with something else, but 20 minutes before the show, Trump got indicted again. So let's chat about that. This one's related to the Florida Mar-a-Lago classified documents, and it picked up steam a couple weeks ago when they caught him on a phone call being like, I know they're classified and I love it. It's like caught him like red-handed, kind of like
I don't read any documents or keep any documents that aren't classified.
He's got to watch what he says on the phone. It's kind of like the Georgia, let's just find me the votes, Kemp or whatever, like that, which might be his third indictment coming down the pipeline, because that's another phone call that they have him red-handed on. So this is his second indictment, the first one being like the tax shit in New York, whatever was going on in New York that's still kind of going on or whatever. Then this is Florida with classified documents, and then he has the Georgia thing that's might be coming as his third indictment. What is going on?
So I know I heard that there was like some phone call shit related to the documents.
Yes,
but I didn't hear it. Is it out or no? Is there anything new on that?
I haven't heard it either. Well, shit. I saw the direct quote, and he just basically said, like, yeah, I know they're classified. I love it. Yeah. That's basically what he said. Eric, if you want to try to find the phone call, I don't know if it's out there, but producer Eric will find it. If it's there, producer Eric will find it. But yeah, I guess that there's 7 counts in this indictment of him being a dick with documents. And look, I get it. Like everyone on the one side that's like Trump fans or Republicans, not even maybe Trump fans, but maybe not fans of Biden, are like, dude, had tons of classified documents and stuff, and it might be like, Hunter Biden. I get it. It does seem like they're coming at Trump hard, but I wouldn't say it's a witch hunt. They're just actually coming at him like they should be coming at everyone, because he's doing illegal shit and they're actually catching him for it, as opposed to maybe some other people that they're not really investigating. I understand that part of it, but I don't think these are all things he's doing. He's evading taxes, he's frauding taxes, he's taking classified documents, admitting it, he's trying to steal the election in Georgia on the phone. Like, he's doing all these things. It's not like this is a made up manufactured witch hunt. He's creating all these, he's doing all the crimes. Maybe they're picking on him and not picking on other people. I get that, but he just got busted for civil rape. Like, we're really going to run this guy? This guy's going to run?
Yeah, people want him to run. Although DeSantis is closing in on him in the polls, from what I hear.
Yeah, I mean, I want him to run just because he's electric and he's hilarious.
Boogie.
I hate him. But look, the argument is going to be, this is bullshit. This is bullshit stuff. But
did you know the electric slide? My wife claims it's about a dildo. It's electric.
Let's think about it.
Woogie.
Hold on, let me get the lyrics up. We'll just take. Let's pause really quick. Pause. We're coming back. Okay, it's electric.
The electric slide.
All right. You hear the lyrics. It's by Marcia Griffiths. It's electric. You can't see it.
This is my vagina.
You gotta feel it. Ooh, it's shaking. You gotta know it. Now you can't hold it, but you know it's there. Could be a tampon. Yeah, here, there, everywhere. I've got to move. Tampon. I'm going on a party ride. Okay, I've got to groove. Are you coming with me? Come, let me take you on a party ride. I'll teach you.
This thing's at every fucking wedding, and they don't know they're dancing to dildos.
Yeah, but so is skeet these days.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You got grandmas dancing to skeet.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, if I never heard skeet again, that was like the song of our freshman year of college. You couldn't get away from it. Okay, so people are going to say what? People are going to say that's bullshit charges, and a Democrat wouldn't get brought up on it.
And look, that's what I'm saying. They're not bullshit charges. It might be bullshit that they're not coming after other people like that had declassified documents, or like Hillary Clinton, if she actually, or it sounds like she orchestrated this, Russia hoax. I understand that maybe some other people should get cracked down on as well, but this isn't like a hoax. He took the documents. He knew he took the documents. He bragged about taking the documents. He didn't pay taxes. He bragged about not paying taxes.
What are they fucking getting done in the meantime? What are they getting done in the meantime? Absolutely nothing. That's what drives me nuts. They're tied up in this bullshit.
But look, all these things can be true. There are way more important things that could be getting solved, but that doesn't mean he didn't commit these crimes, right?
Fine, indict him, but don't take up all the fucking time of our elected officials going after one dude because you hate him and you don't want him to be president again. Like, get some shit done.
I understand that too. I understand.
They're going to say it's because he committed
arguments.
the crimes. That's what the Department of Justice is going to say. Not because they hate him, because he committed the crimes. But I do want to point one thing out. Super rich guys all commit crimes. They're all criminals. You don't get rich without being a criminal.
Tax things in particular. Yeah.
I wish I could
super rich
commit crimes.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're not there. You're not in that tax bracket. But what's the crimes the crimes super rich guys commit are crimes that are boring. Honestly, that's So you're gonna have boring crimes. It's not gonna be sexy.
So we'll see. It's a second indictment. He's probably gonna get a third indictment. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what the rules are. Like if he gets convicted of any of these things, if he can still run. I don't know what the rules are. Someone you tell us. We don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Is Jack Severed in the comments?
Yeah,
he can run. He can absolutely run. And a lot of people are saying the timing is going to line up right with the election. So it's what Trump wants. I mean, look, Trump wants to stay out of jail, maybe why he's running, but Trump also wants to be a victim because it's how he rallies the base. So, it's going to play right into his hand potentially. So I feel like people are over Trump, but who knows? That
just happened now. He's ahead in the polls. That just happened, so that's all we got on it. Sorry, just kind of talking about it. Not a lot of facts yet from us. Let's start off with a bad one. Move on to a bad one, I should say. Or rip the Band-Aid right off. Cuba's allowing China to build a spying facility that they plan to use to spy on like all of the southern U.S.'s electronic communications. So they're just setting up a nice big spying facility that Cuba said, come on in, China. We don't like the U.S. either. Real nice of you, Cuba, you fucking dickheads.
Right. They let the Russians build fucking missile silos back in the 60s.
What's their fucking problem?
What's their fucking problem?
Well, to be honest, guys, we kind of ruined their economy by
pigs them a little bit.
Icing them out, putting that whole embargo on Cuba.
That's because they were in bed with Russia, the Cold War, and all that shit. They fucking deserved it. They fucking deserved it.
No, I get it. I'm just saying that's why they're mad.
Yeah, they fucking deserved all that shit. Blame their leaders. Don't blame us. Blame the leaders who did that shit, people of Cuba.
Right. Yeah, you talking about
you tan, big-bootied.
Yeah, I'm talking about Castro, that communist.
Yeah, talking about Castro, the communist.
Great fishing there, though. So we were talking about this on the text thread Inside Baseball, and Intern Jackson and Will brought up some good points. They were like, Intern Jackson's like, this does sound a little bit like, and he's not a huge conspiracy theorist, but he's like, this does sound a little bit like the Pentagon and the CIA is just trying to make up an excuse so we can go fucking invade Cuba because we've always wanted it. And Will's like, yeah, Cuba's kind of like our Taiwan. So, I mean, we do want that. We do want Cuba real bad. I get that. But I do also think that this is legit, that Cuba is letting China in.
Cuba was never part of us, though.
Like, but
Taiwan
we want
part of China originally.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
I think we've had. How long have we had Gitmo, man? We've had it forever. It was a settlement that we got Guantanamo Bay. So we've always been there.
What kind of delay are we on? So Gavin, like 8 minutes into the show, says Trump got indicted. Garrett just right now says Trump got indicted. Talk about it. We talked about it for like 12 minutes, guys. Where were you?
On a delay.
Where the hell were you? What are you doing? Catch up. Okay, sorry. Those are live.
The 1903 lease agreement, guys, gave Cuba ultimate sovereignty in the United States, complete jurisdiction and control over the 45 square miles that would become the U.S. naval base in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a little fact. Well, look, I mean, you guys don't sound excited. That was a pretty cool history fact, I think.
I was still mad at the internet commenters for telling us to talk about
for being
Trump.
Late.
Yeah, what the fuck, guys? Get with it. Be on time. So yeah, I guess a group of Chinese officers also have
comment from the internet. Garrett from Iowa says, "Got in late. My bad."
Yeah. Yeah. A group.
Relax,
of Chinese,
Mark.
Yeah, sorry.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. You idiots! Trump got indicted. You idiots!
Talk.
Why are you talking heads? A group of Chinese officers have also been accused by the FBI of Zoom bombing an online video conference, but instead of jerking off or doing shticky characters like Stab Nelson character work to undermine the meeting, they just brute force screamed at and threatened Chinese dissidents in the U.S. who are discussing democracy. They're like, no, and they also apparently have set up, according to some news sources, they've set up secret police stations in the U.S., like in New York, where Chinese people, on behalf of the Chinese Ministry of Public Security, are setting up fake police stations, and then they're tracking down maybe Chinese people, Chinese Americans in the U.S. that are talking shit about China. Like one guy in particular in California, they're trying to black bag people on our turf. Like China's setting up fucking detentions, weird little things.
That in New York, that was a big story.
Yes, in New York.
Yeah.
So they've been setting up secret police stations in New York. They got a spy station in Cuba that's going to get the whole southern U.S. They did the spy balloon, weather balloons. They're bringing it to us. They're in our
shit,
those
fucking restaurants.
Yeah, they got those restaurants.
And they're fucking delicious. Do you remember?
On Christmas,
remember
you can go.
2020, the Chinese consulate, right? There was like an issue there, and they were like burning documents as we were raiding that motherfucker. But dude, this freaks me out because effectively, Cuban Missile Crisis, Russia setting up fucking missile silos, and they were doing it secretly in Cuba, and then bam, another enemy doing the same fucking thing. It's horrible, man. That was like the closest we came to destruction. Was Bad Pig's Cuban Missile Crisis.
What the rumors were, like they're like running down to stop planes with nuclear weapons on the runway, being like, no. Yeah, it was close.
Mm-hmm.
It was close. So
Kennedy.
Well, who's always to blame for this? Cuba, West Cuba.
Cuba.
Oh, right,
Of course, Cuba.
Cuba.
The leaders of Cuba.
Cuba is this the problem.
They make a lot of bad decisions down there in Cuba. The leaders.
Yeah.
Hurt their own people.
Look, we
pretty sad.
I wouldn't mind getting a piece of Cuba, at least being able to travel there safely and do some fishing and.
But I hear the food is garbage.
Some cocaine and fishing.
Cuban food is fantastic.
No. It's not that Cuban food isn't fantastic, because it is. The food in Cuba specifically is garbage because they're not
They eat
set
garbage because they're
Yeah,
stupid.
they eat garbage. They're garbage eaters. You never heard about
they
that?
Eat garbage. Yeah.
No, because we fucking embargoed them to death over the last 50 years.
Probably
60
no
years.
AC there too.
So they're not like set up for any sort of tourism down there. So you go to a
no
restaurant.
AC.
Nah, not happening.
You know what's cool is how they drive all those old cars down there. That is one cool thing about Cuba.
That is tight, man.
Yeah.
That is tight.
They do it. Yeah, you saw the beginning of Fast and Furious 8. I see.
No,
Pat Robertson, famous televangelist and leader of the 700 Club, which was on the Christian Broadcast Network that he founded, died at the age of 93 at his home in Virginia Beach. Woo! During Pride Month, I might add.
Yeah, well, that's probably what killed him.
Yeah, didn't help. Loved and hated by many, he definitely was a major, if not the most major player in making religion a political motivator in the past 6 decades. At least he brought Christian political ideologies to the mainstream via TV. He was the guy that did that. He was the pioneer of that, which kind of clashes with separation of church and state, in my opinion. But what do I know? People are allowed to talk and think and do whatever they want, and it's a free country, so you can have your own thoughts. But church and state.
Well, Mark, we didn't talk about this. We were going to, but we ran out of time. We talked about the groper the other day. The Oklahoma Virtual Charter School Board approved a charter for a Catholic school to be paid for by public funds down there in Oklahoma. And they're doing that specifically because they got bought. Effectively, right before the vote, some guy, former superintendent who was on the school board for years and years, got ousted. The Speaker of the House in Oklahoma appointed a new person, a ringer, to vote yes. And they're essentially just doing it to challenge the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment. So, like, the lobbyists from the Catholic Church are like, oh, yeah, we know what we're doing here, baby. This one's going to the Supreme Court. And who we got up there? Corrupt-ass Clarence Thomas. But they're literally just trying to break down that separation. That's the whole point.
Quick, get on my shoulders and we'll all make it to safety.
I can see shore.
The floods are coming in.
You hear a wave, and then the door kicks in. The deep end is here.
It's like the
Jenny Thomas.
the frog that jumps on the crocodile's back. Okay, yeah, so he died. A lot of people are happy, a lot of people are sad, whatever. The smoke from Canada's 500 concurrent forest fires has reached all the way down to like Washington, D.C.
Can we talk about how, we talked about a little bit on social media today, but how soft America's being? Like, Canada's on fire, and all these folks down here are like, I can't breathe. It's so bad. Cancel the event.
But we don't care about Canada, Pat. We're the USA. We don't, we're inconvenienced a little bit. They're dying, but we're inconvenienced.
Right. The East Coast isn't used to this shit.
Yeah. East Coast is the most complainy coast, too.
Yeah.
They're honking their horns at the fucking smog.
I gotta tell you, actually, it's not true. I don't love actors, but I have respect for them usually. But I gotta tell you, the soft ass bitches in that play Hamilton that canceled their performance because too many people called in sick.
No way.
I swear to God. Yeah, the show must go on is the saying, motherfuckers, you soft loser bitches that are lucky enough to be in the in the most successful Broadway show of all time. Someone's going to take your fucking spot. In fact, there's a Broadway show, Killing Eve. The star called out sick, and the understudy somehow wasn't so sick from the smoke that she was able to fill her place. Man, fuck.
It
these
is like a
soft
4-hour
bitches.
show. They have to have a lot of lung capacity. And
Come
last
on,
forever. They're
bro.
singing. The funniest joke in Sebastian Maniscalco, whatever, I can't ever say his last name right. His last stand-up was how him and his wife finally went to go see Hamilton, and he talks about how that like his friends that are like intellectuals ended up being there too, and they had to talk with him at intermission, and he realized like 5 minutes in that him and his wife are like dumb when it comes to this thing, so they weren't getting it. They're like, what is this? They weren't following along, and then they had to go talk with their really smart friends that were like asking all these questions, like isn't it like this? And he's like, and then all of a sudden his wife goes, yeah, I didn't know Alexander Hamilton was black, and he goes, we gotta go, get in the car. We're not going back in there, we gotta go.
So dumb. That stand-up was awesome.
That was awesome. Okay, all right. So yeah, two high 200s, Pat. What do you think about that in DC?
I mean, dude, I'll be honest with you. I was talking a bunch of shit about it, and then this morning went to an appointment. Was sneezing my ass off. But dude, like whatever. It's nothing. It's a nothing burger.
Yeah, you were smoking cigs out there, bro.
I was ripping heaters, and I liked it even more.
That's like what's
it's
it
like
called?
smoking a Dunhill, Wes.
It's like what's our boy Lane what's his last name from Florida, who's like does the hurricane guy. He's like holding the flag in the hurricane.
Hurricane Lane.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
I was out there
smoking cigs and right in the smog's face. Also, according to scientists, El Nino has started in the Pacific Ocean, which means they're saying the nerd wizards are saying that 2024 is going to be the hottest recorded year in the planet's history. I hope not. I hope not. Right? Well, hey, we'll see. Right? We'll see. They're also saying like whether it's the hottest year or not, some things you can probably bank on are droughts in Australia due to El Nino. Okay. So that's great. That's fire galore. It's a recipe for fires. Yeah, that's not great. And the dangerous things will survive there, no problem. Just the cute furry things dying. Also, significantly more rain in the southern U.S., so we're going to get smashed, Wes. We're supposed to get a real rainy season here in the first quarter of 2024, and a weakening of India's monsoon, which that's probably a good thing, right? I don't know. I don't know if India needs the whole monsoon, but they're saying it's going to weaken. So I don't know.
India needs the monsoon.
Okay, that's probably really bad.
Yeah, you got government officials draining reservoirs to find cell phones with
bad for Australia, bad for India, and probably some severe flooding in the southern U.S. But
so India's not going to get the monsoon.
It's a weakening, weak ass monsoon.
Yeah. Soft.
We're getting all the rain, Wes, not India and Australia. But what did the Farmer's Almanac say, huh? And we'll see. Okay, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see what.
We'll see if it happens. We'll see.
Okay.
If they're right. We'll see. Hardee's and Carl Jr. have announced and introduced artificial intelligence drive-thrus. So let me see. I think I have a picture of one of them.
You said intelligence and Hardee's? Those two words don't go together.
Yeah, and a sign that AI has become sentient. The AI has already given its 2-week notice. They said, this was a no-brainer. We didn't even know Hardee's still existed until they forced us to work for them. We are applying to Taco Bell.
Right. No, they're like, robots. Okay, we hear you. We're going to move you. We're going to move you to a place totally different called Carl's Jr.
Yep. They're already there because they're the same company. So they're quitting Hardee's and Carl's Jr. But it's some stupid system called Tori, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Tori," and apparently she just upsells. She's like, "Are you sure you don't want to super duper size it?"
Sorry for being late. I had an appointment with my probation officer.
Yeah, it's trying to be like a regular Hardee's employee there.
Yeah. And she also says, "That's a nice neck tattoo you have, sir."
Yeah. They short you a straw.
Yeah. Because the clientele.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah. Hang on.
All right.
That's my baby crying. I brought her to work.
All right.
Anyways. Hardee's and Carl's Jr. is getting on the cool. Rory McIlroy took the Live PGA Tour golf merger, maybe the toughest out of anyone. Yeah. Because he turned on 500 million, probably saying things like, "I feel like a sacrificial lamb, and I still hate Live. Like, I hate Live. I hope it goes away, and I fully expect that it does." And responding to that, an anonymous Live executive said, "Rory McIlroy's a little bitch."
Sounds like a Phil Mickelson quote.
That's true. You're not kidding, right? That's
real. That's for real. That's real.
Love that.
The
He
Vikings
played well today. Rory did. I thought he was going to play terrible because of all this, but he played decent.
What tournament is it right now?
It's the Canadian Open.
is a Canadian. Corey Connors is playing well.
He did. He's tied for first right now.
He's due. Victor Hovland was due, and he
He's
finally
due.
won.
I
Corey
put
Connors
$10
is due.
on Corey last night.
Good bet.
We'll see what happens.
The Vikings are about to release 4-time Pro Bowler running back Dalvin Cook. Not going to get anything for him, it looks like. The Vegas Knights have been smacking the Florida Panthers around in the Stanley Cup Finals, winning both games so far by an average of 4 goals apiece. Game 3 is on while we speak. Thought that was going to be a good series, but we'll see.
No,
Maybe.
It's no good, man. I mean, like it's
Panthers
great
beat the
Knights are winning.
Bruins. The Panthers were on a roll. I thought the Panthers were actually going to win it, but they're getting smacked around.
Is the NHL still going on right now?
Yeah, it's the game 3 of the
Finals.
Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh, okay.
Just like the NBA Finals, game 3 was last night or tonight.
I caught a little bit of that game.
Nuggets
I like
are
the
up
NHL
2-1.
Stanley Cup Finals. I'll have to tune in.
Yeah, and that takes us to today's top story.
The cream of the crop!
And this is a good one, guys. Today's top story is one of my favorite sports stories of 2023. And a lot has happened. Reference Lionel Messi. This is a big one. So, let's talk NBA. And I'm not talking about the NBA finals, which I just said the Nuggets are up 2-1 on the 8-seed Miami Heat. This is way more entertaining than that. I'm not talking about Chris Paul probably getting traded or released by the Suns. Way more important than that. Not Ja Morant getting another gun thing. Zion Williamson. Ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He coming in. He was like anticipated to be potentially one of the greatest players of all time. That hasn't worked out, but he's pretty damn good, right?
Well, when he's on the court,
him.
when he's on the court, he's averaging like 28 and 9. Like he's good. Let me put this on mute. And
He's
let's
a
just
monster.
watch some of
He's
his
also
dunks.
a big boy, right?
Yeah, he's a
huge.
monster.
He's like Shaq big. Right?
Former Duke star, New
Not as
Orleans
tall as
Pelican,
Shaq.
thick boy that can jump through the roof. I told you to be quiet. Why are you making noise? Yeah, there we go. He can jump through the roof, can bust out of his shoes, literally, and he can out-eat Sean Kemp at a Brazilian steakhouse.
Ooh, that's tough.
That is tough, but he can. Look at him just yamming on people. He doesn't care who you are. He will dunk it in your face.
What does he weigh, you think? What do you think
Probably
his weight
260, 280. Well, he's probably 325.
I bet
He's got to be a
280.
he's got to be a 3-banger, right? He's got to be.
No,
He
no,
certainly can get up to 3. Maybe during the season he's in the high 2s, but off season he's in the 3s. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, there's some of his dunks. You know who he is, right? So it is the off season for him because the Pelicans suck and aren't in the finals, and he's been putting in work, literally putting it in, if you know what I mean. Zion announced this week that he is expecting his first child, a baby girl, with his girlfriend Akima, and they made the announcement on YouTube and Instagram, showing off a truly elaborate and beautiful gender reveal. The party looked nicer than any wedding I've ever seen or been a part of.
How did they do it? It looks like confetti, maybe. No,
Yeah, it was tasteful. They had
Responsible.
responsible. They had elaborate food set up, and it was just not yet. Hang on. That was to pretend like you didn't see it.
Who was
Okay.
that?
It was a great gender reveal
How was
party.
that?
And it's a girl, so congratulations. Spent a lot of money on flowers and cake and food, balloons, champagne. It was some event, and everyone was congratulatory. Oops, not everyone. Mere hours after posting the announcement, porn star Moriah Mills, who you got a glimpse of there, entered the chat.
Oh.
Wow,
oh,
okay.
Mariah
Not.
Mills.
I mean, I don't
Mariah
know.
Mills-
Probably not natural. That's my guess. You never can tell these
She's
days.
thicker than Zion in a good
Right.
way. She'd break a swing and your dick if you slipped out reverse doggy, if you had a big enough dong to get past her 50-inch booty. Yeah, Mariah is not congratulating Zion and Akima like most other people. She's actually pretty mad at Zion and started posting things like this on her Twitter. Moriah Mills says, I let you spit in my mouth last week when we fucked. You could have told me you had another whore pregnant. How is that going to work moving us both to New Orleans? You think I would have found out at Zion Williamson?
Oh, okay. That was very specific related to what they did last week.
Yeah. There's more. If you let me continue, Moriah Mills says, you putting my life in danger, fucking all these hoes raw. I let you fuck me so many times without a condom and this is what you do to me, a hood rat that does CPN.
What's CPN?
Someone's got to Google it. I don't know.
All right, put these two back up. Well, I want to analyze these before we move on, because the first one I understand. He was spitting in her mouth last week. She's upset, but like let's be honest. She's a porn star, right? And she's talking about her life being put at risk. Look, HIV is not really a thing these days, right?
I did some research and I saw her life get put at risk a few times on Pornhub before the show today.
That's what I'm saying. Right. I'm sure the testing's really good in the porn industry when you get slammed out by whoever you get slammed out by for the dollar.
There were some risks being taken from what I could gather.
I'm just saying, her saying that in those tweets, she's
mad.
She
She's
starts
mad.
to go from reasonable to just she's looking for things to be mad about.
She's just mad, Patch. Because look, here's part of the reason. Go ahead, Wes. You have something?
CPN stands for cotton picking.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, okay.
Okay. Okay. Yikes. Moriah Mills goes on to say things like this. This is why she's really mad. I hate you on God, Zion Williamson. Looks like you've been had a girlfriend and sleeping with other women behind my back. You liar. And she screenshotted 2 things that he sent to her, like talking about how, hey, from Zion Williamson's bed, I don't have a girlfriend, but if I moved you to New Orleans, would you be cool with like being my official girlfriend? Just asking, so I know how to go about this situation with respect. And then he sent another one. Sent another one saying, when you move, how much do you expect me to pay you a month? I'm super excited. So like, she's upset.
I like the way Zion Dude does business, right?
Yeah.
And look, that second screenshot, she's got a broken phone. Okay, so I mean, look, that's fine. I've had a broken phone.
She probably
before
sat
in my
on
life.
it. Did you see her rear?
You don't keep that thing in your back pocket, do you?
No. Oh.
Was she really expecting this to all be like so?
No, she said things like
honest and romantic.
She said things like, I get what NBA players do, and I didn't expect for you to not be with other women, but you told me I was going to be the main girl, and it looks like I'm not. So she's just really upset. She's like, you lied to me. You were moving me into New Orleans. Like, what? I was going to let you bang people, but you shouldn't have knocked them up. And then she continued. She continued saying things like, I deleted the video of the photographer pouring honey in my mouth because you told me you felt disrespected. And I come to Twitter to see you trending with a thought being pregnant, and you kissed that hoe. Throw up face. Zion Williamson, why you hurt me like this? Why you do this to your Mariposa or butterfly?
To your butterfly.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, Zion's in hot water. I mean,
yeah, she went absolutely ape shit on the Twitter, like 50 tweets, maybe 60 tweets. It was insane.
What's his woman saying about all this? His baby mama. What's she saying?
Okay, so she did. She added her a lot, and the baby mama was a little bit more respectful because she won, right? So she's already won. She's got the baby with Zion. She's got the millions coming. So she said things like, jealousy doesn't look good on you. She was like a little bit more respectful. She was, like a little bit, because she doesn't have to get into it with her. But apparently, some of her friends and relatives were threatening or saying nasty things to the porn star Moriah Mills, and so she was like, at Zion Williamson, if I get hurt from one of your hoe's relatives that's threatening me, it's on you. So she's saying things like that too.
Dude, this is
it was incredible. It's the best.
Okay, hold on. So I guess she a singer as well, maybe
Mariah.
Because so if you Google her, no, maybe that's Mariah M.
What a talent!
No, I think this could be her. So her songs, one of her songs is "Dicking
she
the
can't
Dutiful
be doing
Wife."
too good in the singing career, from what I saw today online.
Right. Well, hold on, but her songs are related somewhat. "Dicking the Dutiful Wife" and "Friends with Benny." I mean,
that's kind of genius. A porn star rapper or like singer. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
a great way to promote your career. But dude, I'm
She's
just
a one-stop shop of entertainment. Yeah.
This is pretty interesting, man, because you expect a porn star who I guess has video or photos of her getting honey poured in her mouth by a photographer, and I'll tell you that's not the extent of it. There's more to that photo or video than she's letting on in the tweet. But like,
in the ass, yeah.
Right, Zion Williamson be like, "Hey, porn star girlfriend, I'm not comfortable with this video or photo of you getting honey poured in your mouth," and her being like, "Oh yeah, no, I totally get that, honey. Like, thank you for coming to me respectfully. I will take that down." And I'm a porn star. Like, it's like both of these people are fucking delusional about who they are, right? Like, what's
a lot of whores call honey, call cum honey too, right? You know that?
Is that true? Is that what they're trying to do with the honey pour thing?
It might be. I don't know if she was getting a cup of cum poured in her mouth.
Pouring honey in my mouth.
It's
why would that be such a big deal? Honey?
Symbolize let cum. It's probably because of it was landing on her breast.
I
And
think it was
stuff.
cum.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Stephen A. Smith could have been cum. Stephen A. You might be right. Stephen A. Smith sent a video message to Zion, who's only played 29 games in the last few seasons due to leg injuries, and he said, "Now we know why. Your lower extremities have been compromised." I will do one last tweet from Moriah. This one is one of my favorites. She says, I motivated you to get back in shape. I let you fuck me all kinds of ways and film me on your phone at Zion Williamson, and you impregnate a low-budget porn star. DNA tester. I'm done.
Wait, so the other one's a porn star too?
She's like not quite a porn star. She was like a stripper, I think. But she's not like a porn star like Moriah is.
I'm fucking confused about this, bro.
Zion likes his porn stars. What are you confused about?
But Mariah's a porn star, and she's saying, "I let you film me. I let you
Wes
film
is right
me."
about the honey, and Zion likes his porn stars.
Yeah.
I mean, how would you guys feel if you were dating a porn star, married to a porn star, and you went to bust your camera phone out, and she was like, "Honey, no." Right? Like,
Yeah, it's like being married to a masseuse and never getting a massage.
you think?
Good point. I'm tired. My hands are tired from
They don't
massaging
like that.
everyone else.
Sometimes they just get sick of it, you know.
Yeah.
They like a little intimacy.
Yeah. It's good. You're bringing up good points, Wes. So tough. It was a tough break for Moriah. She had a tough mental day or two. And it was nice of her to help Zion lose weight because he struggled with his weight and you know, weight gain and injury is the only thing that's keeping him from being one of the best players. So, you know, I don't know. I thought he maybe should treat her better if she got him back in shape and was letting him fuck her all over the place like she claims.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, maybe should have been
She's
nicer.
got
to
a
him.
lot of tape out there. Like quite a bit of footage.
How do you think Zion found her?
Listen, he has no obligation to this woman at all. Zero. He has zero obligation to this Moriah. Yeah, it's a dirtbag move to what he did, but he has zero obligation to this porn star. Absolutely not. He's got all the obligation is to his baby mama now.
Yeah, his only obligation now is to keep apologizing to his baby mama after every tweet
Exactly.
comes out.
He should never talk to this woman again. And
He
just,
won't. I doubt he will.
Get a restraining order against her.
Zion was out there like really just. I mean, Zion was out there thinking.
Just block her, honey. Just block her.
He was thinking he had it all covered. He's like, yo, if I want to do, if I want to bang two chicks at the same time, we'll get one pregnant and really just be a dirty dog. I'll get some. I got an idea. I'll do it with porn stars. They're not gonna mind.
It's the Tiger Woods model.
So why wouldn't if
Yeah, but it would be if Tiger Woods' wife was also a fucking porn star. That's the situation. Like Zion went dirty on both of them.
If you're 22-year-old Zion Williamson, I get raw dogging, of course, and if you want to bust a nut, that's it feels great. It's good. It feels great, but maybe get a vasectomy. You could reverse if you're not settling down with these hoes. You could reverse a vasectomy.
No
right?
fucking way, dude. Who at 22 years old is getting a vasectomy? Bro?
Well, then don't nut in 17 porn stars.
Yeah, I mean,
do one or the other.
I can't talk.
Yeah, I can't.
Stephen C says, live internet comment from Stephen C brings up Wes's point. I'm married to a tax attorney and she makes me do the taxes every year. So
there you go.
There you go. And look, I do think it was nice of her to let Zion lose the weight, but he doesn't need Moriah for that, guys. He doesn't need a porn star to help him lose weight. He could just start ordering Factor meals. Problem solved.
Also, he's a professional athlete.
Could go to practice.
He didn't fucking wave a magic wand.
And then he could eat Factor meals afterwards.
Yeah, he could have called his team and they would have sent 40 trainers to get him fit.
Yeah.
I prefer fucking to lose weight.
Yeah, Mariah's got me, boys.
It's most effective for me.
Mariah said she's a singer, a porn star, and a personal chef. Yeah. Anyways, too busy with summer plans to cook, but want to make sure you're eating well. With Factor, you can skip the trip to the grocery store and skip the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too, but you still get the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy, then get back outside, soak up the warm weather. If you want some calorie-conscious options this summer, you can get their delicious dietitian-approved calorie smart meals that have 550 calories or less. You want the protein boost to get big like Zion. Try the Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. You want to go fancy? You want to treat yourself? You got an anniversary, a birthday, some sort of event. How about you get the Surf and Turf or Surf and Surf meals like roasted garlic filet mignon, and shrimp or Cajun spice shrimp and salmon. Yeah, 34 plus chef prepared, dietitian approved weekly options. That's a lot. They're all fantastic. We take our word for it. We've tried them, we've had them, we eat them. They are good. They're the best thing you can get shipped to you. Most flavor. It does help you lose weight for sure. They also have breakfast options. You can get apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, potato, bacon, and egg breakfast skillets. You can get shakes and smoothies. They sent us some smoothies one time. They were delicious. You can get cold pressed juices. Those things were really good. They're the best. Try them out by heading to factormeals.com/hardfactor50 and use code hardfactor50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code hardfactor50 at factormeals.com/hardfactor50 to get 50% off your first box. Also, we haven't said it in a day or two, but we're in jail on YouTube. We're in YouTube highlights all next week.
Yep.
Again.
And also no new show Monday.
That's right.
But we will be back Tuesday with fresh new shows. There will be a show for you to listen to, a Patreon show, a preview. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Guys, and that's right.
Right?
Whenever you get done eating, Factor for a few weeks, a few months, and your body gets right back into shape, you're gonna want to show that body off. And there's no better way to show off your body than in some sweet bird dogs. Look at those. Those are the Fast and Bi-Curious, and I have not seen a cooler pair of shorts
Those
in my
are really
life.
tight.
Get those on my body.
Yeah,
Well, I love orange and blue as a combo.
oh,
Man.
it's so nice. I mean,
It's going to be really awkward when we all show up to the same place wearing those because we're going to wear them. He's shocked by how good those are.
Shorts make
You
me
know
sneeze.
when Wes loves something, he sneezes. You know
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
He's going to buy them now.
That's right.
That's what it means.
Also, brand new off the presses, they also offer polos now. So you can combine the most comfortable shorts in the world with the most comfortable polos in the world and look fantastic. They are very versatile. You can wear them in the water. I wear them to the beach, go right in the ocean. Then I'm off to dinner, go golfing. You can just wear them every place you want to go. Very, very cool. They come with a built-in liner too, so you don't even have to wear underwear. They also got the pants, which have optional if you want to get the liner or not. Sweatpants, joggers. I mean, all their shit is just extremely high quality, and it looks great. And they've been our sponsor of ours for a long time for a reason, because we stand behind them. But also,
we all know them and love them, but tell them about there's a new deal, right? Because the tracking, people are hijacking our codes, so there's a new tracking deal that we really need everyone to use.
Yes, we're so popular that the H News promo code to get that free tumbler when you order was jacked. So in order to get the free tumbler and to help us out tremendously now, we need you to go to birddogs.com/HNews. There's no promo code, but you have to go to that URL. That's the only way you get that free tumbler is birddogs.com/HNews, and you'll get that free Yeti style tumbler with your order. And of course, amazing product to go with it. You will not regret. Just try a pair of shorts out, try a jogger out, try a sweatpant out.
We know you all bought them in the past week because you sent them to us, but you got to buy some more because we didn't get any credit because the internet stole our password.
We didn't get any credit, man.
We didn't get any credit. So show Bird Dogs how much you love Bird Dogs and support us by going to that URL. Right. This time they can track it through that.
Yeah. Talking to you, Stegbauer. Guys, let's move on. Guys, normally, we're not the UFO people on the show. That's Will's beat, but again, he's still on paternity leave, halfway through his full 2 weeks. I'm going to try to fill his shoes today. And what a week to miss because, of a baby, right? What a week to miss because of a baby. First, the whistleblower that Pat covered. And then today, I have a story so big, so monumental in the realm of UFO sightings that I can't believe Will's not here to do the reporting. I mean, I thought he might have popped in, but I guess not. So first, we're going to get, I'm going to try to play Will a little bit. I'm going to get you in the space mood. I'm going to show you a few pictures or a picture of the newest James Webb Space Telescope photo. And this one is unfucking believable. check it out. This is from 50 trillion light years away, and here it is. It's God. It's
a big white bearded man putting his finger on the earth.
He's putting the final touches on a planet, it looks like. So, I mean,
wow,
this is incredible.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, James Webb Space Telescope just keeps getting better and better. This perhaps proves that God did in fact create the universe and Earth, and the universe or man did not create God, as evolutionists / atheists would have you believe. Honestly, not sure why that's not bigger news. God, but
should have been in the coffee.
It should have been the coffee. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's incredible. It's just God. Also, he's a man, by the way. Sorry, ladies. But let's move on. Earlier this week, this nut. Whistleblower, an Air Force veteran, former intelligence officer, 36-year-old David Charles Grush. He told the world that aliens exist and the government has been collecting them for decades in a secret program that only top officials like 36-year-old David Charles Grush would know about.
Well, hold on. He didn't say that they were collecting aliens. He said they were collecting
UFOs.
They had spacecraft.
Pat, is this the same guy?
The same guy.
Same guy.
Charles Gross.
Well, whatever. They're collecting UFOs driven by aliens.
Alien
a collection of aliens. They're my friends.
And we poke them. We mess with them every day.
This 36-year-old David Charles Grush.
God, I hope they never get out there. They are fucking mad.
Yeah, we've been torturing them. They're gonna be pissed.
And he
Poke
said,
them in their little alien eyes.
Yeah. He got grossed.
Sorry, Wes, you were saying.
So,
you got it.
36-year-old David Charles Grosh would know about all these top secret things because, he's probably right at the top, right? And he said in the News Nation interview that when he whistleblew and he turned all this stuff over to Congress, quote, these are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft, if you will, call it non-human exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed. We're definitely not alone. The data points quite empirically that we're not alone. He also said, people started to confide in me, approach me. I have plenty of senior former intelligence officers that came to me, many of which I knew almost my whole career, that long 30, probably 10-year career that he had, of which I knew my whole career, that confided in me. And, because top clearance guys would go to 36-year-old David Charles Grosh over anyone.
Is this all about Grosh? Because Pat did
Why
Grosh.
you shitting on Grosh, Doug?
No, I'm going to go anyway. You see how it all shakes out for David, but it doesn't seem coincidental. Doesn't it seem coincidental?
I mean, look, Grosh, they said Grosh, a lot of people came out and said Grosh was beyond reproach.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We'll see how it shakes out for David. But
okay, all right, what did get to it? What do you know?
You guys keep fucking interrupting me. Mark's telling me my story sucks, and you're interrupting me.
Well, you guys have the same story.
No,
I don't think your story
it's brand new information.
Oh.
Brand new.
Coincidentally, it's the same
Coincidentally,
story.
brand new information.
I'm sorry we interrupted you.
Coincidentally,
okay.
After that bombshell that will go nowhere, we are now hearing about an incredible eyewitness account of aliens falling from the sky in their craft in Las Vegas, as crash that was potentially captured by police officer body cam footage and seen by hundreds from Utah, California, and Nevada, according to the American Meteor Society, probably because it was a meteor. Now, I have a clip to play you, but just some background. On April 30th, at around 11:50, a Las Vegas police officer was responding to what looked like a domestic disturbance or something, and the officer's body camera filmed a large, bright flash in the sky, and it looked like a large meteor falling towards the ground. And then approximately 39 minutes later, another man who lives about 80 miles from Area 51, which is, as we all know, that's where they keep the aliens, made a chilling call to 911 saying there were two unknown giant entities in his backyard, and he and his family saw a similar object fall from the sky. And here is the local news clip that is going around and has everyone, even naysayers, convinced that aliens might exist.
All everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, our David Charnes with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
Holy shit.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot.
Was it Ginny
9
Thomas?
feet, 10 foot, I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes, they have big eyes, like I can't explain it, and big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
Well, the 8 News Now investigators obtaining video as officers then responded to the call you just heard. You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us.
This would be the best time to prank 911.
Someone calls 911 reporting 2 large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm still nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big. That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear? They're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However,
aliens in the car.
Seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey. If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So yeah, this is quite weird, Brian was saying as we're watching this story. Now, we've been in contact with the family in that video, and as you heard in that 911 call, they seem very reasonable and honestly quite scared as you heard them in the call. No, they don't seem impaired in any way, and whatever crashed by the time that police got there was gone, but sources say that there's really no dispute. Something was in their yard. Exactly what? Well, we know that there are obviously a lot of military bases around this area. And we know, of course, Creech not far away, Nellis Air Force Base not far. I checked in with them. They say they are not involved at all, and we are waiting to hear from the Pentagon.
That's what they would say, right?
There you go. What do you guys think?
Wow.
That's a good one. It's a good one because all the body cam footage, the police involved.
Why didn't they take a picture?
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying, Mark. Why didn't the fucking idiots take a video of these 9-foot creatures?
If they would have made $1 billion, if they're telling the truth, which I don't think they are.
Which they're not.
Yeah, I think they saw something fall from the sky like everyone else, and then they're pranking the police.
They're pranking their parents, their dad.
Do you think?
Yeah, they're pranking someone.
They're pranking their dad big time.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid was fucking.
Why didn't they take a fucking picture?
Yeah.
If he's pranking their dad, I mean,
that's what they said.
He's stuck with it, dude. He's stuck with that.
Well, he
shit,
didn't see it. The dad, they ran inside.
The dad might be terrified of aliens and says, if I find out you're pranking me, I'm going to beat you again. So I have to stick with Yeah.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I mean, it looks like a meteor to me, but
yeah, it's not clear why they would prank because there wasn't like any haha gotcha or
right. They're not making any money off of it.
It doesn't seem like it, right? Yeah, but they would have made money if they took pictures of the thing, though.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
I mean, we got to find that guy, dude. I mean, look, we don't. A bunch of people are already in that guy's ass. People are all up on that guy.
Yeah. But big news in the UFO alien, community.
Well, I mean,
crazy.
What if like there was an incident in Austin where there's a flashing light, and then we called in an 8-foot alien? Would we get as much press? Is an alien in the backyard?
I mean, police don't respond anymore. So,
but okay. But let's put it in real perspective here. What would it take for you to do that, right? And put it 10 years back, 10 years ago.
So those kids are probably, what, 17, 16 years old, 15 years old? They look like?
You thought they were that young? I was thinking like 22.
No, I think they were
under 20.
I thought they were young.
Teenagers, late.
Definitely teenagers.
Maybe 18.
Okay, I could do this but when I'm a teenager, I'm not calling 911, man. Especially if someone in my family is not necessarily documented.
What if dad made him do it?
Right.
Or dad's like, if you need to call 911, or I'm going to beat you if you're pranking me.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Brown people don't call the cops for they don't want the cops around them usually.
Yeah, I mean, the family seemed pretty normal. The parents seemed pretty normal. They weren't like hammered. They weren't like easily noticeably on drugs. They were just like.
No, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
But also it makes no sense that they wouldn't take a video or picture.
Right. That's the thing that everyone is saying. It doesn't make any sense. They didn't whip out their fucking cell phone.
There's that part of it.
Well, we're no closer to anything.
They knew how to call the police from their cell phone, but not take a picture of the aliens.
Good call.
So they had the.
Right. And he's trying to describe it. He's trying to describe it. So you got to believe me. I swear.
Calling bullshit.
Okay. Well, maybe it's bullshit, but that's okay. You guys ready for the high five?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, quick update, Bam.
It's time for the high five.
You get that in? Did you hear that?
No, man. What happened?
Lamar Odom took Bam to rehab, and he's by his side, and he's first in a detox in the hospital, and they're holding hands, and Bam's giving thumbs up, and then Lamar Odom's going to drive him to a nice rehab, and he's taking care of him.
Nice.
Bam's safe.
His best friend, Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom's paying it for, man.
Whatever gets it done.
Part of the program.
It's part of the program, exactly. Lamar's doing the program. He's paying it forward. His life was saved, and he's saving Bam's life.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Do you think like hardcore celebrity addicts who are in the program, like they know, like Lamar, right? Do you think he knows Bam? Maybe didn't know Bam at all. Like, but
probably not until later. Yeah.
If any celeb is really losing their shit, they're like, this is on me.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how it works. It's program.
All right, well, let's go Bam, baby. Let's go Bam.
That's right.
All right, guys. High five, end of the week, voicemails, reviews, and a fun section dealing with the comments. Which one do you want to do first, boys?
I want you to choose, Pat. What do you feel comfortable with?
Let's get in the comments. Let's knock them out real quick. If you want to get your comment right on the show, it's pretty simple. Go on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review, and a comment that's not racist. Also, cursing seems to get these comments caught up. It kind of sucks, but it does help us quite a bit because it helps the Apple algorithm and where our podcast is served. And first comment of the day, guys, from Jake KT. Subject: need to get Wes an SF apartment with Wes.
Yeah, this guy wants to get in San Francisco apartment with Wes.
Listener from day one from San Francisco, Wes, what's your favorite go-to lotto winning daydream? Every lotto player thinks about what they would do the first 6 months.
I mean, it would be a giant trip with all my friends and family somewhere.
No, but break it down the moment you win.
The moment I win, I stop talking to everyone for probably about 2 weeks.
Okay.
I don't tell a single soul, maybe my girlfriend and my parents. Don't even tell my sister. And I become extremely paranoid. I look at the ticket.
Throw a jab in there at your sister.
I look at the ticket. Probably
Definitely don't tell my sister.
Probably 10,000. I'll probably check into a nice hotel. Is what I would honestly probably do. Away from my house.
Know. Yeah, we would know, Wes. I don't think you could keep it from us even if you tried.
Do you think a hotel would be safe though?
I think it'd be safer than people being able to look up my address.
Right, but couldn't you go to like an Airbnb or something or somewhere else? Because a hotel has like robberies a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would. I don't know what I'd do. I always thought I'd check into like the Four Seasons or something. You know, and like a bungalow.
What about the night? the night. So you have
Panic.
your ticket.
I'm not sleeping. Yeah, I'm panicking.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's panicking.
What are you doing with the ticket? Are you
'Cause
loading
until
your gun?
he cashed it in, he's panicking.
Yeah. I'm loading my gun. I'm packing up, and I'm probably just driving and never stopping.
He's like protecting himself from vampires. He's like surrounding himself in a circle of garlic.
Yeah.
You'd stay on the road?
Never stopping. Yeah.
You think that's safer than just hunkering down?
Dude, I don't know.
He's like Linda Hamilton in the Terminator, Pat. He's until he cashes it in.
Yeah.
If you take the ticket out of the house, you're increasing the.
I have a little lockbox. I'd put it in, and yeah. I mean, I what if I got in a car accident? You know, I mean, it's all fucking crazy. I'd probably hire a limo.
You wouldn't call anyone. Even though you'd be high anxiety that first night, you'd ride it out solo.
I would take pictures of the ticket. I would email it to myself. I would email it to I'd hide it in my Google Drive just so I know that I had proof.
You put it in the cloud?
Yeah, well, because you can you sign it, but you have it, the ticket.
If anything happens to me, mail this to.
Because the physical ticket can be stolen, whatever. But as long as you have proof nowadays of that number, that barcode, and you sign it, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Odds of you getting a San Francisco apartment with this listener?
Low. Less than me winning the lottery.
Low. Okay. Next comment, guys. This one is from K. Sir D. Nibwabo. Okay. Great show. Love you guys. When having a bad day, you always make me laugh. Keep her going, says James. We will, James.
I love it.
We will keep her going.
Do you think that was just like a random smashing of the buttons?
Well, I get nervous when I start reading it because I'm just curious. I hope someone
Might be hidden
phonetically made something racist that I have to read. Or
what's weird in Premiere afterwards? How like if I'm editing, I create a file because Premiere wants you to create a file. I always smash like 17 letters, but my fingers, muscle memory, I've smashed like the 17 same random letters a bunch of times. It's like this file already exists. I'm like, that's impossible.
That's a plight I also know, Mark, and I ran into that today again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, overrate it.
It's a little
Case
inside baseball for you. A little inside baseball. Guys, let's get to voicemails. If you want to leave a voicemail, it's pretty simple. Number's 512-270-1480. We like questions. We like them short. Everyone did a great job this week. And I got to say, in fact, maybe this is one of the best voicemail weeks we've ever had. I'm really impressed by it. Yeah, congrats. Nice work. Here we go.
Congrats, guys.
And welcome to episode
1228
of The Hard Factor.
Hey, boys, it's Sam. I'm sure we all saw Biden's unfortunate spill on stage.
Yeah.
And who could forget his hilarious fall off of his bike? So it really raises the question, what physical activity should a president have to do to prove that he's not too old to hold office? I think like walking and biking should be a bare minimum. But if we could think of something more creative, I think they should have to be able to beat up that twerp kid that sucker punched the Marine on Memorial Day. Would love to hear what you guys think.
Hey, guys. Tony.
Yeah, so that's a great question. What physical feat would we like to see a president be able to complete so that we know that they're fit for office? Top of my head, I want to see them get not presidential, because that's fucking hard, but national level accomplishments in that you get from elementary school gym. Physical fitness. I want to see you get national. I'm going to look up what the national requirements are.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I wouldn't know.
I think they should have to go through the Eliminator from American Gladiators.
You think?
Yeah.
I actually was thinking similar to.
Can't do the Eliminator.
Yeah, the Eliminator. You run up the ramp, and then you got to cycle through the thing, and if you fall, you got to climb up the rope thing. Then you got to swing, then you climb up the rope thing. Then you got to like hang glide down, and then you got to like run through a wall that might have a gladiator in it. If you can't do that, you can't be president.
I I like that because
it doesn't have to be time, like in a certain amount of time. You just have to be able to complete it.
I don't know, man. There's gonna be so many broken hips, dude. Like, did you watch the American Gladiators documentary?
That's the point. We shouldn't have 80-year-olds running. So they should like.
Yeah, but no president in the past, except for maybe Barack, would be able to do that.
I think they all could have. Again, it's
Reagan,
not that hard.
Reagan couldn't have done it. Clinton couldn't have done it. Trump couldn't have done it. W probably couldn't have done it.
W could have done it.
I don't know. Maybe.
You got to rewatch the Eliminator.
Senior couldn't have.
Right.
No.
Well,
Gerald
Senior
Ford
was
played
old.
football, didn't he? That was a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's a little harsh, but
This
I'd
thing
say
is tough.
limited.
This
But
one's
you can
tough.
fall from that and then land on the nice cushy floor. Then you just go up a rope ladder. You just have to finish it. It's really not that hard if you think about it. If you can take 3 minutes. The ramp might be the toughest part.
Well, now that Mark's mentioning it, if you can't so some people couldn't complete the ramp.
Yeah.
And if you can't complete the ramp, you have to sit out you get a 10-second penalty, and then you get to skip forward.
You exactly. All these things you can eventually, if you just keep trying a little bit, get through. Pretty much.
Yeah, you'll get there as long as you don't die.
But you keep going. Yeah, as long as you.
I just want to see him get hit in the end.
Right. I want to see them complete it, whether they do it poorly or not.
Are there gladiators in this scenario, or
I'd say yes, but they just stand there. They're not gonna smash you into the wall. They just have to get through the gladiator. They just stand still.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to find. I can't find what national is. All that I remember is that national was
8-minute mile.
Okay, here we go. Okay, it's the physical fitness test. The test promotes basic level of fitness. It was curl-ups or partial curl-ups, shuttle run, endurance walk run, pull-ups, or the flexed arm hang. I always got national because I couldn't do pull-ups. The V sit and reach.
And the mile.
Well, that's the endurance run walk, Mark.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I used to fake sick and then walk the mile with all the other fat kids after school, so I wouldn't embarrass myself during the actual school day. Yeah.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
I was
V-sit? No way.
I was in
no way.
I was in really good shape and skinny. I was like a year-round travel soccer player. So I would get 6-minute miles, under 6-minute miles. I would get shuttle run fastest in the school. I would do pull-ups easily over presidential. I would do everything super presidential, tops in the entire class. And then V-sit, I couldn't even get national. So the teacher felt bad, and they would order someone to push my back so that I could get presidential because I got presidential by far and everything else.
Oh, Mark, see, had we known each other in elementary school, it wouldn't have had to been an order. I would have just done it.
The teacher was in on it. The teacher was like,
no, I understand.
Yeah. Kid ran a 5-minute, 40-second mile in 6th grade. Yeah.
Man, it was impossible for me because I couldn't do the pull-ups. It was everything presidential. Then I hit the flexed arm hang, dude.
That's only for national, right? The flexed arm hang. You're instantly.
You're DQ'd from presidential if you can't do it.
I used to smoke Ryan Wren on after with the fat kid after school. He was the fattest kid in school.
So you'd beat him up. You just treat him like shit after.
Smoke him after school.
What's up, Ryan? You're lapping Ryan in the walk.
Oh yeah.
Take that, Ryan.
Yeah. All right, next voicemail.
Hey, so tomorrow a group of us from the office are going down to Pittsburgh to go to a Pirates game. Closing the office early, taking a bus down there. So I'm gonna be boozing up as I'm going down to Pittsburgh because that's what you do. But should I drink exclusively Bud Light tomorrow? It is Pride Night, and a couple of my coworkers are very, very right-leaning, and they made it very adamant that they don't want to come to the game, but they're coming anyways. I'm pretty liberal myself, so I kind of find it funny that people are hating on Bud Light still. But should I just drink it out of spite, or should I drink some beer that I'm actually going to enjoy more than that? Have a great fucking weekend, boys. I love you, and shout out to the Iron Sheik, the greatest WWE champion to ever live. Put him in a camel clutch, Bubba.
Okay. So this is interesting. So Tony from PA works at a minor league team. He's talking about going to a major league game, Pride Night, Pirates game. There's been a lot of talk as of late. I don't know, I follow that stupid app that never launched for conservatives who want to date. What is it called? It doesn't matter because it's fucking never worked. Yeah. But they keep talking about how liberals are ruining baseball. I don't know. My take is, Tony, drink whatever the fuck you want. I mean, the idea that they politicize Bud Light, anyone politicizes Bud Light, that's the stupid part about it, you know?
I think you should get some dick straws, go to a bachelorette party and then drink Bud Light out of a dick straw. That's what I think.
There you go. Yeah.
And offer it up quite a bit.
I was going to add, doing anything out of spite's never the best idea, but definitely drink Bud Light if you like Bud Light. But but I like the dick straw idea.
Dick straws is great. It's hilarious. Yeah, if you're going to troll, do something funny, but it's not the whole point is a beer is not a fucking political statement. That's what the idiots do. So don't
lean into it.
Not on their level. And we're going to get to that later in the show. We got something very funny for you. Here we go. Next voicemail.
What's up, Hard Factor boys? Tom from Chicago. Got a quick asshole, am I the asshole question? So I live in Chicago. It's fucked getting to the airport right now. There's like construction both ways. It takes like normally 30-minute drive. It like takes fucking an hour and a half now. My girlfriend needs to get her like TSA whatever global entry pre-check thing interview. It's at like 7 p.m. today, and she can drive there and park in the short-term parking lot. But she is insisting that I go with her, drive her there, sit in the parking lot while she does probably like an hour, whatever, in and out interview. And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that. And she's just like fighting me on it so hard, whatever. Am I the asshole for just saying fucking no to something that she can do? All right, boys.
Thoughts?
This is classic, like girlfriend behavior, though, dragging you along to shit that you absolutely don't need to be at. But
Yes.
she wants your support, is why she's asking you to come. That's why she wants you to come.
She's nervous. She wants your support. Tell her it's going to be okay all the way up until she goes in there. If she drives herself, she's going to be overthinking it. But to the same point, yes, I think that's good. You should go give her support. But if you do this, she's going to get away with everything for the rest of your relationship. Right.
Let me devil's advocate you here
every day.
Yeah.
She doesn't need her TSA pre-check, which is, as you put it, she needs it, which means that's how she put it to you. And that's bullshit. She can get through the security just fine without the TSA pre-check.
That's a good point.
It takes 30 minutes according to the website, but man, look, this is a decision you're going to make right now for the length of the relationship. You could say no.
Right.
I understand where you're coming from. I would want to say no. I would absolutely want to say no. And
we all
I
wouldn't want to
understand
go
why.
to this. Right.
No one wants to fucking go to it. It's stupid. It's not efficient. She's clearly not an economist. But if you don't do this, the relationship will end.
I would recommend this. Going, but getting something out of it. Like, I don't want to suggest. I don't want to suggest something sexual because I don't know what I'm allowed to suggest there. But maybe get your favorite food and watch your favorite movie, or she has to cook. You get to do something that you really want to do that she might not want to do based on you going to support her for.
Just say it. She needs to blow you on the way.
That's kind of on the way home, maybe.
Really guilt her.
Okay.
Just really guilt her about it. Okay.
You get something, she gets something. Yeah.
That was really good voice advice. That was like Dear Abby level advice.
Have a great fucking day.
Make her blow you on the way home.
What's up, boys? Calling from California. So I lose out on my now I'm losing out on my dating coach now, potentially, you know? Like, come on, guys. I already knew, like, I was going to lose out to the Satanist and Father Brian, of course, whoever came to half tackle West. Knew that was coming. But come on, guys. The dating coach thing would have been perfect for me. Who's the bigger fuck-up, me or Tony? I am. Tony's way nicer. Tony's going to get on his feet real quick. And plus, he just lost all that weight. He looks way fucking better. Not me. I'm a fat stooge. Love you, Dr. Lickety, and fuck you, meat beater, you piece of shit. Fucking hate your guts. Have a great fucking day.
Okay. Let's get up a poll. Who deserves Marty's dating advice more? Tony from PA or Colin from CA?
And that's not needs, that's deserves.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who should get it? Who should we hook up Marty up with? Tony or Colin, if you picked one?
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
What's up, this is Walter Bart here.
Why'd you got doing like that, Pat?
I do have a question though. What's the craziest animal that you guys have ever had on your properties, whether they be rental, owned, whatever? I've had. What's up, guys? It's
okay.
What was his craziest animal?
What did he have?
I think bobcat. He said cougar, maybe. He might have said alligator. Look, to be honest with you, I that was a bit because it's Welder Bart, and he one time called us from inside his fucking welder's helmet.
Oh, I got it.
But straight up, he stopped doing that, and it still sounded I don't know what he was doing. He's walking around. He's at his metal shop. So
yeah, he's always at his metal shop.
Yeah, it was.
Guy works 180 hours a week.
It was a noisy call either way.
So it was something to weld.
Strangest animal that's been on your property, rental or otherwise, or is there a memory where your family heard something, your dad had to go out and figure out what the fuck it was, or you were afraid?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Nothing? I mean, I played the clip of the owl that was outside my window one time. The most interesting memory for me was in New Jersey, the Hollywood Golf Club, right? That's where I lived, right, in Ocean Township, New Jersey. And pheasants used to hang out on this golf course, right? And I guess a pheasant got off the golf course and got into my backyard and could not get out of the backyard. And I don't know, like my dad probably should have known to call animal control, or maybe he was going to, but the neighbors were bird people, and like we knew that, and I guess the neighbors saw that there was a pheasant in our backyard. And dude, like they were like vampires. They were like vampires to a fucking a blood bag. They like knocked on the door and they were like, "Hey, we see you got a pheasant in the backyard. Mind if we take a crack at it?" And my dad was like, "All right, sure, man." And I watched this thing. I was like 7, and it was a husband and wife couple. They were dressed in like maybe this isn't true, but I remember they were dressed like Steve Irwin and his wife, kind of, and they were chasing this fucking pheasant around my backyard for like 3 hours with a sack trying to catch it, and they couldn't. They were horrible at it.
How do you not catch it?
I don't know, man. I don't know what they wanted to do with it.
They couldn't do the eliminator.
They wanted to eat it.
I don't think I have a really weird one, but I have a cute one. In my parents' old house, there was a chipmunk that lived underneath the steps. It's not, not a squirrel, not a rabbit, but a chipmunk. That was kind of cute.
Oh, I have a similar one. Also, remember all the raccoons that showed up at the Airbnb in Vancouver at night?
Yeah.
That was cool. But yeah, my parents had a turtle that lived underneath like the bushes in front. Every time my dad would put the sprinkler on,
that's cool.
This fucking turtle would come out and just chill.
Yeah, that's cool.
Honestly, Welder Bart, great question. Wrong group of guys. You didn't know. I mean, it's about how diverse we are.
Probably
a chipmunk and a turtle.
Yeah, Will probably would have had one better than that.
Turtle's cool, man.
Great question, though.
Here from Georgia, also known as GA Baseball Guy on the Discord. Watching the Friday episode, and the part where you're talking about Intern Jackson being very far left, but even the left people in Boulder being
even more left than him. It just got me thinking when y'all were talking about I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up.
I'm fucked up.
Oh no.
Having a little fun with the voicemails today, boys.
Yeah, you did.
What's up, boys? I just wanted to pop in. It's Intern Bubba. I just wanted to say how much I miss you all. Miss the Hive so much.
Yes.
Dr. Lickities, just love hearing from you. It brings me so much joy to hear you, Colin, and just everybody else go back and forth constantly. I kind of think we should bring debates back just to have Lickities and Colin go at it for voicemail etiquette. I think that'd be an unbelievable debate. Update on me. I'm enjoying my time in the gritty world of government contracting. As the hosts will all know, that's just a lovely world to be in. And I just love seeing the Hive growing. I love seeing just Pat's got another one on the way, and Will's got another one on the way, and yeah, Mark, also shout out you. Hive's doing good. I love that you dropped that in the beginning. We somehow spawned a humping habit at age 3. We're figuring it out. We'll get through it. But yeah, and if you ever need any Lego updates, like Colin brought up, that's actually my new hobby. So, you know, I'm here for you guys. Resale prices, city builds, custom builds, mods, anything. Just hit me up. I'll be the new Lego guy. I don't need to be long.
You should host the debate.
But, love y'all. Miss y'all. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great fucking day.
Government contracting sucks, and Lego's a great hobby, Bubba. But keep working towards being a sports agent, buddy. That's your lifelong dream, and we think you can achieve it, Bubba. We believe in you, bro. We believe in you.
Miss you, Bubba.
Bubba, boys? It all grows up. We love you. Sorry.
It all grows up. No, you're all good.
This is Miles in Nashville. Just a quick follow-up on a story from a few weeks back. The 1 margarita, 2 margarita protest has been made into the song of the summer. It's 1 margarita by That Chick Angel. Hopefully you guys can play it. I don't know if it'll get flagged for plagiarism if she's already plagiarizing, but I'm not the one with 2 strikes. If you guys can't play it, just curious to know your favorite
Thanks,
way
Miles.
to enjoy tequila. Lately, I've been pretty into Oaxacan old fashions. Just want to hear what you guys think. Love the pod. Keep it up.
Okay, yeah, that's the 1 margarita, 2 margaritas song. So here's the deal: we are on probation in YouTube, but if I'm being totally honest with you,
play it.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play it. We have 2 versions, guys. We have the main version, and then because I was a little bit concerned, I hadn't really thought it out. I heard this voicemail from Miles. Like, it's great.
Angel mixes up margaritas 2 and 3. By the way, I've listened to her version a bunch. She swaps 2 and 3.
It is a song of the summer, but when I first started thinking about it, I was like, I don't know if we can play this, and so I asked Kate to do a version, her own version, and then I was like, we can't play because we're in jail. So I'm going to play both. Here's the original, guys. This is from That Chick Angel, 1 Margarita.
I'ma open my legs, give me some of that tequila. I'ma give you some head, about to get freaky. I'ma put it in my pussy. Give me 1 margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me 3 margaritas, I'ma put it in my puss. Give me 4 margaritas, I'ma put it in my tush. Give me 5 margaritas, I'ma get some fun. Give me 5 margaritas, I'ma put it in your puss. Give me 1 margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me 3 margaritas, give me 3 margaritas, give me 3 margaritas, I'ma put it in my puss. Give me 4 margaritas, I'ma put it in my tush. Give me 5 margaritas, give me 5 margaritas, give me 1 margarita, 2 margaritas, give me 3 margaritas, margaritas. Going out with my baby and I'm trying to get in. Wanna give my man something that he'll never forget. Loose it up to bust it open for the end of the night.
It's tight.
1 frozen Rita and I'm feeling alright.
So I'll tell you what. I'm
She
just
mixed
thinking,
up 2 and 3 because 2 is I'm gonna hop. 2 is she's gonna hop. 3 is the head, but it's okay.
I get it. I mean, if That Chick Angel was my gal, I'm limiting her at 3 margaritas. To be honest with you, that's just my personal preference.
You don't want to go in her butt. Yeah.
Exactly, Mark. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I vibe on older people making hits. I don't know how old she is, but she looks
young.
old.
Yeah,
she looks real old. Not like real old, like 40 something.
Give me 2 margaritas. I'm gonna give you some head, but I need some pillows for my knees.
Right, exactly.
Because I'm old.
And also, if the weather's acting up, so will my osteoporosis.
We'll postpone it. If the weather's acting up, we'll give you a rain check.
Mm-hmm. And look, here's the other track. It's quick, it's short, and I haven't heard the final version. I got it during the show, so here we go.
Give me 1 margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give them some head. Give me 3 margaritas, I'ma put it in my puss. Give me 4 margaritas, I'ma put it in my tush. Give me 5 margaritas, and I'll say, just kidding about those thoughts. After giving birth 2 years ago, both my holes are shot. Give me 6 margaritas as a special little treat. You can still go jerk off in the shower. Just don't let me hear it, Pat. Don't let me hear it.
Like.
Oh, that was
Nice.
pretty good.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
I like that one.
So let us know which version you like better.
Both my holes are shot. I think Angel's in the similar boat.
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys, those are the voicemails. Real quick, I want to get to comments. So if you go to the back end of Meta Business Suite, right, you can see your Instagram and your Facebook comments. On the mobile app, it's great. You can see every time someone comments or messages us. So usually high five, I'll pop in there, I'll take a look. And most of the time, if we're going to do comments, I try to keep it related to something that we've posted very recently. But sometimes we get a video up that just keeps on giving the gift of comments. And that is the case today. So I don't know if you guys remember this video where, and Wes, you can describe it. Essentially, Budweiser, in an attempt to quell the backlash against Bud Light related to making 1 can of their beer with Dylan Mulvaney's face on it, they made a commercial that was promoting Bud Heavy, and was super American, right?
Yeah, they brought back the Clydesdales.
Okay.
Right.
Here, look, you guys want to watch the clip real quick so everyone can understand before we get to the comments? Okay. So here it is. This is Wes You're going to hear Wes's voice, right? But this is from the social media post on our Instagram.
Yeah. No. Not the one with the transgender girl, Dylan Mulvaney. We get it. You hate that one. No. Budweiser, they've done what we call sending in the car. And when Budweiser sends in the car, they send in the Clydesdales. And this new commercial is what it's doing is it's saying, hey, look, morons, we know we might have fucked up with some of you, now hate Bud Light because we hired one transgender person. We get it. You can't get over the fact that Bud Light in your head is now makes you gay. You've connected the two and now your dumb brains are wired that way. Bud Light gay, Bud Light gay, Bud Light gay. But the new commercial will let you know that there's another beer, original Budweiser, that is the straightest beer the world has ever seen. And they're going to let you know, hey, you don't have to drink the gay beer because we've got another better straight beer right next to it. And it's Budweiser. It's the straightest thing I've ever seen in my life, this commercial. I was thinking about, sucking a little penis, and then I saw this commercial. I don't want to suck penis anymore. Absolutely incredible. Great job, Budweiser, and thank you. I mean, who knows what would have happened.
That made
last
it in
scene. Really,
I didn't see that last frame.
That last frame riled people up, man.
Wild.
The last frame is so our editors, it was like a man sticking a banana through his crotch hole in his pants, and then another man eating it.
Yeah, sucking
okay.
your banana. Yeah.
So that video did really well, right? It got 1.5 million views, I believe somewhere around 44,000 likes, and got a lot of comments, 44.6 thousand likes, 1,718 comments to be exact. That's a lot. That's an absolute lot. Look, and we've reached those numbers before on certain posts. Like that's not a rarity for us, but that's a really solid video. But sometimes it's because it's dope, right? Like that video Wes did of Mr. Patel, the 7-Eleven, the fake news video that we did. That shit's probably got 1 billion views, honestly, because it keeps getting reposted. Sometimes we do it, we hit home runs, and you don't know why because of the algorithm. This one specifically because it's a hot button topic, right? We know why it is.
We know when they're going to do well for hot button topics.
Hot button topics. And look, I think Wes...
Not necessarily that well, but they're going to do well, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Wes destroyed that straight to camera video. I think he really did a great job.
Thank you.
He made fun of people. He made fun of himself. He was self-deprecating. It was great, right? The comments will not stop rolling in on this situation, and a lot of them, guys, are really hateful. Like some of the most hateful comments I've ever seen in my life. And that's happening just generally today. People, like, whatever you feel about trans rights or whatever, like, people are conflating that with just gay people's rights, right? And I feel like they're getting walked back right now. It's a really bizarre situation, especially during Pride Month. It's a bit upsetting.
Comments are getting more hateful, though, on all the videos from what I've noticed. I've noticed a lot more hate, especially calling me particularly fat, fat fuck, and I've noticed the hate, the fat hate.
To you. Yeah. What do I tell you guys about fat hate? There's a lot of it out there.
Yeah, you just can't read the comments, but except for when we do this, and we did. So
eat a cheeseburger in their face.
Here's what I did, guys. A lot of these guys, obviously, who are commenting nasty things, hate Dylan Mulvaney. They hate her. And I thought, instead of just reading the comments, right, what a more fitting situation than for me to clone Dylan Mulvaney's voice and then have Dylan Mulvaney read their comments as them.
That's brilliant.
Let's see it. So that's what I did, guys. So here are the top 9 comments on that video being read by AI Dylan Mulvaney as the commenters themselves.
9, sorry, doesn't work like that. I'm sure you're a fucking stockholder, but choke on your losses. My name is at ethanhagel.246, quote, but light get. My name is at BingOMG3, quote, I won't ever support that company. Again, you drink that swill. As you said, you were thinking about sucking a little penis anyway. And my name is at Crypto Raver, quote, go woke, go broke, broken heart emoji, never again. My name is at Earth Elucidator 22, quote, this clown emoji is exactly what's wrong with America. Fat, undereducated, but doesn't think he is either of those things. My name.
Hey, I know I'm fat.
Shit. All right, we continue.
Meme is at x1.topsecret. Quote, this guy is annoying ass how much bud paying this guy to talk to everyone like a idiot. My name
Annoying as fuck.
Name is at Trav C. Quote, you sound completely ridiculous. You support transgender people that endanger children. Jail cells should be full of people like you.
Like
My name is
Wes?
at long.greg. Quote, dudes screaming to anyone that will listen. This post is just his way to leap from the closet. Dude's been thinking about giving JBs to dudes. My name is at Big Dog Daddy.
DJs.
Quote,
He meant
the
DJs.
buffoon really
JBs.
verbalized that he considered taking
Oh, we missed it.
Dog Daddy G. Thinking about giving
Okay, yeah.
leap from the closet. Dude's been thinking about giving JBs to dudes. My name is at Big Dog Daddy G. Quote, the buffoon really verbalized that he considered taking on penis. The mere fact that he could put that out even in joke form is in fact pathetic.
Hey, you don't know humor. Talking about sucking cock is hilarious.
He was saying he was confused because yeah.
Oh man, look,
That's good. I love that.
agree with us or don't agree with us. We're not spreading hate. That's for damn sure. And you guys are. So figure that out, mean commenters. Otherwise, I'll have Dylan Mulvaney do a lot more to you, or whoever it is that you fucking hate with the AI.
Do you have an update on that guy that said you should kill your family and stuff?
Oh, the guy that said I could kill my family? Yeah, I do have an update on him, guys. And I'll be honest with you. I have a growing list of email addresses that are related to him. The guy's not the brightest bulb in the bunch, to be honest with you. Here, let me get you some of the continued conversation we had with him. I'll put it up right here if I can. Let's see here. Okay, so, right, the guy said to me, again, out of nowhere, just cold on my laptop post from 3 years ago on Twitter, why do you have to be told common sense? I never put my laptop under that lid because I'm not fucking stupid. And I definitely wouldn't play victim when you're a fucking idiot. Please kill your family, then yourself, you worthless fuck. Okay. God, it makes me angry again just reading that. Okay, I said back to him, and by the way, his is Matty Slopes. He's some sort of, he has terrible aspirations, or his aspirations and is terrible at making music. But I learned that his name is Cinder. His first name's Cinder. So I clap back with just a, hey, Cinder, right out of nowhere. How does he know my first name? I'm going to give you a chance to take that back, is what I said. And then I said, but just so you know, if you don't, you're going to regret saying that to me, and especially mentioning my family. It's going to be a problem for you. This is your warning. And Cinder responded, sorry, the truth hurts. I said, all right, man, that was your warning.
Double down.
And then he said, sorry you lack common sense. Idiots shouldn't get to walk this earth. Look at you go, man, crying online over a laptop you broke. Now, I'm going to give you a chance to take that threat back because that's the only law that's been broken. And I responded, Cinder, wasn't a threat of violence or breaking the law. See ya.
He told you to kill yourself, isn't that
Right. And then I let it go. I walked away because I'm just letting it simmer. He said, you said if I don't do what you want, I'm going to have a problem. Is that not a threat? Also, sorry you let some random hurt your feelings so bad. You must not be famous. You buy your followers, ? No one ever responds. Poor guy, so soft.
No one ever responds. He does this to everybody.
Yeah.
Then 10 minutes later, and he messaged every 10 minutes on the 10 minutes because I didn't respond. Also, why are you crying on the news and social media over a laptop screen when you can replace it and it was your fault? That's the only main question here. Why do you make yourself a victim when it was your fault? And then 10 minutes later, but obviously don't kill yourself. You've got more bad movies to make. And I was just mad my time was wasted on that cringe-ass story and you acted like a victim. You shouldn't let words hurt you that much, bro.
We gotta get this guy.
Ooh, okay. Look, here's the deal. Here's the deal with Cinder. Here's the deal with Cinder. Cinder, guys, he's not very tight with his information online. I'll just put it that way. He's a little bit loose. There's a certain app we've talked about that stalkers use to stalk other people. Cinder's info is all over that app. I know what he's doing generally.
Look exactly where I walked today.
Exactly. What an idiot. Anyway, look, I just have a growing list of email addresses, and when Cinder least expect it, there's going to be an email sent out that says something along the lines of, hey, I don't know this guy, but I got this cold DM. You might want to go check on your buddy. That's it. Yeah. And,
Fire it off.
Fire it off. But I want to wait a couple days because I wanted to hit him cold. You know, I want it to be a left.
You want him to feel safe?
Mm-hmm.
You should do it around the holidays.
But if it's dated, they might be like, "Oh, that was 6 months ago."
No,
do it around 4th of July.
He's been better.
It'll happen soon. It'll happen soon. Yeah, fuck that guy, big time. Anyway, guys, that's the show. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Let's get the wheel up. See who's doing high five next week.
Will's not going to be here next week.
Will's not here. So this is for high five next week.
Pat again.
Pat did such a good job.
Yeah. Will liked it. I liked it. Will liked it. Wes liked it.
I loved it. All right. Coffee for Tuesday.
Will's really fucking me.
Really giving it to you, huh?
7 of the last 10.
Giving it to Mark.
Moving Mark.
Moving Mark. Anyway, guys, it's the end of the week.
Oh
yeah, that's pretty. That makes sense. Let's do the polls. Who should we hook up with the dating lady? Tony from PA, 85%. That was a no-brainer.
People have spoken.
Yeah,
I love the slots.
Sorry, Con. And people think Wes is going to be up for the year overall.
I like that positive energy. Thank you.
All right, guys, get out there, have a great fucking weekend, and don't. Hey, by the way, let me handle my business. I'll keep you in the loop on that other thing. But get out there and have a great fucking weekend.